Congratulations on joining the Tutor Doctor team. We're glad to have you aboard. We're in the business of changing lives, helping families, and building communities. We've chosen you because you share these values and have shown a passion and commitment to help our students achieve their academic goals. This video will show you what to expect while tutoring with Tutor Doctor. You'll learn the importance of connecting with the families you're going to help and how to achieve that connection. We'll also take an in-depth look at what to expect in your first session, including how to prepare and structure all your lessons. We'll also show you all the advantages that come with being a part of the Tutor Doctor team. At Tutor Doctor, our success is measured by whether or not we make a difference. We want everyone who partners with a Tutor Doctor franchise to understand and to share our values. A key part of our mission is to foster a culture of compassion and caring. For a more in-depth look at our values, please visit our website. Your role as a tutor. We approach the world with a determined curiosity, and we're always looking for new opportunities to improve our performance through personal and professional growth. We celebrate innovation, and we know that no revolutionary vision has been achieved without effort, teamwork, and commitment. So bring it. You're on the Tutor Doctor team because you are compassionate and want to change the lives of those who need your help. Tutors of the world, we salute you. You should expect to play 3 roles: a tutor, a customer service representative, and a tutoring program manager. Let's look more closely at those roles. As a tutor, your top priority is to make a difference for your student. To achieve this, you'll have to comply with all Tutor Doctor brand standards and practice professionalism at all times. You will also behave appropriately by preparing each session, never showing up late, and maintaining appropriate behavior and appearance. As a customer service professional, you will be a great communicator and listener. You are also expected to serve as a leader, mentor, and role model, and at all times, you must protect the privacy of the student and his or her family. Finally, as a tutoring program manager, you'll be expected to deliver consistent weekly sessions, which will be prescribed by the local office. You should focus on all the stated objectives, whether they're short-term or long-term. Be ready to adjust the program. For instance, you might start including an extra session to prepare for a test, or adding X skills. You should create lesson plans for no homework days and promote summer tutoring all year. Always alert the office of all changes, program pauses, and challenges. If we don't know, we can't help. The perfect match. If you've never tutored before, you may be feeling a little intimidated. That's why we created this video. Plus, we are always available to answer any questions. The thing to remember is that your local Tutor Doctor office is here to help you. Every new client starts with a consultation. An education consultant visits the home in an effort to ensure it is a safe environment for tutors. They consult with the student and parents to get a better idea of what the student's needs and interests are. Through our rigorous process, the student is then matched with a tutor that suits their academic needs and personality. After each tutoring session, you must submit your session report within 24 hours so your local office can send it to the parents. Parents need these reports to stay in the loop about progress and to be aware of how Tutor Doctor is helping their child. This is also where you fill in your hours in our customer relations system called the Big Apple. The Big Apple is an intuitive, easy-to-use system that helps you to leave comments, file reports, log your hours, and access a wealth of useful resources. You will also have access to worksheets, practice tests, and lesson plans aligned with the local curriculum. Why connecting with families is critical to success. The greatest factor in your success as a tutor will be your ability to develop trust and rapport with the students and parents that you are assigned to help. Starting with the very first phone call, your ability to create trust and confidence will decide your ability to make a difference. At all times, be organized and reliable. This helps to build confidence with the family and lets them know that you've got this. These families are trusting you with their children and are welcoming you into their home, so show them that you're serious about their child's future. When you go to a family's home to tutor, please keep in mind you are representing the Tutor Doctor brand, as well as franchisees and tutors all over the world. We have earned a world-beating reputation for professionalism, that is not found in other tutoring solutions. As a member of our team, you should always dress neatly, follow proper hygiene and manners, and remember that you are entering a family's personal space. Many students and family members may have allergies and scent sensitivity, so be sure to avoid cologne, perfume, and cigarettes prior to tutoring sessions. Always remember to take your client's contact information when you head for their home. You need to be able to reach them if you are delayed or they are not home. Do your homework and prepare by reading the family file. Call within 24 hours of your email introduction to introduce yourself and schedule the first meeting. Keep this call short. Simply introduce yourself and schedule the meeting. Avoid discussing your qualifications. If they ask about your qualifications, say, "The Tutor Doctor franchise system has qualified me based on the requirements of your family. I'm looking forward to working with you." Always be friendly, attentive, and courteous over the phone. Establish the communication mode that works best for the student and their parents. For example, text, email, or phone. And ensure that all the relevant details, their address, phone number, and names, are saved in your phone. The first session agenda differs from other sessions because this is where you'll create the connection with your student and their family. Make sure you're fully prepared for the first session. Call the local office to review the family file. Prepare lesson plan ideas and bring all relevant materials. Research likely curriculum so you can be prepared. Arrive a little bit early and smile when greeted at the door. Start by reviewing what you already know about the student's needs. Discuss these with the student and the parents and ask them to add their own ideas so you can formulate a comprehensive tutoring plan. Create short and long-term plans with the family. You represent the Tutor Doctor brand, so it is important that you follow the 4 C's to deliver what we promise to our clients: commitment, collaboration, communication, and consistency. Commitment means you are signing on for the full term of the assignment. Helping the families in your community takes time, so be prepared to commit to 6 months or until the end of the school year or semester. It also means sticking to a consistent schedule. Families need to be able to plan around your tutoring sessions. You should also be committed to the student's long-term success. This is the whole reason for tutoring. We want these students to succeed, and you are the person that will help get them there. Commitment means you always know the material and will familiarize yourself with how it is taught in class. We don't want to overwhelm the student. We also want to make sure we're aligned with what they are learning in class. Collaboration means that as a member of the Tutor Doctor family of tutors, you are a part of a team with loads of resources. We want to make sure that we collaborate with the teacher and frequently discuss the student's progress with parents. You should also collaborate with the parents to find ways to keep improving your tutoring. Collaboration also means setting goals and creating a plan with the student. You also need to collaborate with other tutors by attending tutor meetings and participating in tutor skills. Most of all, you should always call our office staff if you ever need advice or tips. Communication means keeping lines open to parents and to make sure that you are meeting expectations and that grades are improving. You also need to talk to the teacher to ensure you are covering the concepts and skills that need work. And of course, you should always communicate with the student to ensure they understand the way you teach and are doing the homework you assign. The 4th C stands for consistency. This is the foundation of trust. Always be reliable. If you can't make a session or you're running late, call. Don't text. Keep a consistent schedule and always turn in your session reports on time. Make sure you're prepared for every session and your computer is up to date and working properly. One more thing. Make sure you can depend on your car. You can't be reliable if your car isn't reliable. Take the initiative by scheduling tutoring sessions well in advance and advise against letting students cancel sessions unless it's an emergency. Should there be a cancellation on your part due to illness or holiday, take the initiative to offer an alternative day or add on half an hour to subsequent lessons to make up the time. Keep the office informed of any alterations to the planned schedule or ask them for help. Speak with the teacher by using the teacher communication request letter so you know what's happening with the curriculum and are on top of upcoming tests and assignments. Prepare your lessons and find innovative ways to reach students that appeal to their interests and learning styles. Remember, every student can learn, but it's our job to find the way that they learn. Students who are struggling need support and encouragement. You are not just a tutor, you are a mentor who bolsters their confidence. What does a tutor doctor session look like? Running your tutoring sessions with the utmost professionalism will mean you are able to have maximum effect while reassuring the parents that their trust in you is well placed. Being on time shows respect. If you're going to be late for some reason, call the parents to let them know rather than texting. Phone calls are almost always better than texts and help to promote a personal connection with the family. You must convey an "I've done this before" air of skill and know-how. Make eye contact, shake the parent's hand, and let them know you're relaxed but confident. If you're relaxed, they will relax. Empathize with the family's dilemma and show understanding about the problems their child is experiencing. Share an anecdote or a snippet of personal information to make you more relatable. Your appearance is essential in conveying your professionalism. Be courteous at all times, even if the parents or child are not. If you experience any issues at all, contact your local tutor doctor office. They will be happy to deal with the situation for you. All who work with students are responsible for their own actions and behavior and should avoid any conduct which would lead any reasonable person to question their motivation and intentions. To this end, work in an open and transparent way. Maintaining professional boundaries is critical. Appropriate contact with a student involves praise, positive reinforcement, high fives, and maybe a pat on the back or shoulder. You should not go beyond these. Inappropriate contact is completely unacceptable and includes things like making sexually provocative or degrading comments, making risque jokes, showing sexually suggestive or explicit materials, corporal punishment, or engaging in any physical contact that can be considered sexual, romantic, or intimate. Always follow the code of conduct, which prohibits unprofessional touching, verbal abuse, and inappropriate behavior. Always conduct sessions in an open area, like a living room or dining room, with the door open. Never conduct a session in a private room with the door closed, or if the parent or guardian is not present. Whenever you communicate with a student, whether that's via text, email, or phone, you must always include the parent or guardian to ensure you are never talking with the student alone. This is for your safety as well as the students. When planning a lesson, establish a plan of action. By asking yourself some simple questions, you can make sure you're always at your best and are fully prepared. What is your objective for the lesson? What activity will you use? What materials will you use? And what follow-up will you require? Later, when writing the session report, be sure to include a description of the learning objective. Also, explain the materials you used, such as past papers, interactive apps, reading material, and so on. Finally, list the assigned homework. For example, reading through a past paper or reading chapters of a book. Always have an additional exercise standing by in case the lesson doesn't go according to plan. Consider your student's learning style, for example, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and present information, games, and activities with this in mind. Your top priority is establishing the immediate academic needs, such as homework that's due, or prep for an upcoming test. Secondly, identify weak building blocks to focus on and create a plan for longer-range goals, such as preparing for a final exam. Finally, develop X skills in areas that need it the most. This is academic coaching to help with organization, study skills, and time management. Not everyone will have X skills, so work to the specific needs of the student. Start with a review of the X skills checklist if the student is old enough for the X skills program, or ask about upcoming tests and assignments so you can ensure that the student has been utilizing the X skills booklet correctly. Review any questions the student may have about the work covered since your last meeting, and read any questions or feedback from the teacher. Review what the student has covered in class and expand on these ideas. Check understanding after every step and encourage your student to ask questions and say if they don't understand something. This is where your rapport is so important. If you've built trust and rapport with the student, they will relax and it will be easy for them to ask questions. Identify building blocks that need to be addressed. Fill in the missing gaps that will help your student to catch up and increase their confidence. Finish the session with a review of the X skills, if applicable, and what the student needs to complete before your next session. The Tutor Doctor standard is student-centered for curriculum. We don't want to overwhelm our students with additional curriculum. We should focus on what they are learning in school with their teachers. Lesson strategy is always in direct support of agreed-upon student goals, both short and long-term. Feel free to review these goals and the lesson plans with parents from time to time. Please have the family sign their session reports. This is used as a backup should a dispute arise. Fill in your hours and write a report about the session on the Big Apple system. Parents really enjoy the reports as it allows them to keep track of progress and reassures them that you're doing a good job. Always trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, call your local office immediately. If the behavior of the child or parent makes you uneasy, call your local office immediately. If no guardian is present, you must leave the home and call your local office immediately. You are not alone. Should you experience any problems at all, simply call your local office and they will help you in any way they can. Communication is key. The office personnel are there to help. You will become officially certified after formalizing the work agreement contract with your local office. You will be provided with the detailed steps required to be certified and ready for matching with families. There is a minimum amount of paperwork required for a file to be considered complete, including criminal background check. Most offices have optional certifications available for advanced assignments, such as Standardized Test Prep Tutor, X-Skills Tutor, and more. What's in it for you? Working as a member of the Tutor Doctor team, you have a huge responsibility, but also the potential for huge job satisfaction. Being a tutor is also an excellent portfolio building experience. The skills you learn here are transferable, and you'll receive recommendations and references from your clients and from your Tutor Doctor family. Your local office will line up your clients and ensure payment for your time and effort. With Tutor Doctor, you get long-term assignments that are screened so you know you're going into a safe environment and one that has been pre-qualified for success. Our matching system aims to pair you with students who are both an academic and social match. We want you to be both a tutor and a mentor who inspires your students and helps support the families in your community. Don't think of this as just a job. You are making a difference in the lives of real students and real families. You matter. Tutoring provides an opportunity to help people, to help relieve family stress, and to build your community by ensuring a better future for the children who live there. We're excited to make a difference with you. If you have any questions, contact your local office, and we'll do our best to help.